Hey guys, welcome back. I hope everything's going good this evening, and I hope everything's going well for you. So in today's video, if you're a beginning gardener, we're going to go over a couple of things, and I'm going to answer a couple questions, or try to anyway. One of them is, does bacteria break down organic matter through the winter? And the other one is, should you be tilling or should you go to a no-till system in your garden? Now, the first one's really easy to answer. Bacteria definitely breaks down organic matter in the winter. So let me show you what I got. This is where I planted my potatoes, and I really needed to till this because I put garden sulfur in and I had to incorporate it into the soil. So I didn't till real deep. I only went maybe between 3 and 6 inches deep. And let me show you how it came out. Man, it came out beautiful. Take a look at all that organic matter. That's in the first couple inches. So like I said, I'm going to be planting potatoes, so all that is going to break down through the winter. You know, you see leaves and you know, hay and all this stuff, and that's going to break down, and it's going to create nutrients for my potatoes. Guys, I couldn't have been happier with how that come out. So I was doing some reading, and I think this is something that a beginning gardener really might want to think about. Do you want to till? I had to till this, but did I do bad by tilling in the fall if this was something other than having to put garden sulfur in? Well, I'm going to give you the pros and cons of tilling. Now, one of the things is, when you till, you do kind of destroy the structure of your soil. There are certain things living in there. Your soil is a living ecosystem, and when you till it, you tend to destroy that. Now, you won't hurt the bacteria, but you will hurt other things. So that's one downside. Another downside is if you've got weeds, if you have seeds, you till your garden up, you have just planted a bunch of weed seeds. Okay, that's just what it is. You know, they can lay dormant in the ground for years. Another one is compaction. I have heavy clay soil, so when I till it, if I walk on it or if it rains a lot on it, it can compact pretty bad. So another one would be runoff. You know, the sun can bake it. You know, nutrients can leach out of the soil. So there are some downsides to tilling. Now, the upside is I'm going to put them nutrients right in my soil. And if you looked and seen how rough all that was in there, all that hay and everything, that's going to help break my clay soil up. And as you notice, what I did was I put a top layer of leaves on it. So when it rains, it's not just going to be hitting that soil and beating it down. It's going to go through the leaves. I think I did pretty decent here doing it this way. I'm not unhappy with how it come out. Now, whether you should or shouldn't till, guys, that's up to you. That is completely up to you. It is your garden. I've got spots in my garden that I am not going to till at all until spring. There's other people that don't till whatsoever. And I think in an upcoming video, we'll talk about sheet mulching and no-till systems for garden. But what I did, I got this book out. Now, this is the Encyclopedia of Organic Gardening. I absolutely love this book. I recommend get this book. There's a lot of great stuff in it, and they talk about no-till or no-dig versus dig in your garden. And they did a great study. This was back in 1952 to 1957. This book was written in 1959. And what they came up with was, if you're going to do a no-till, the first couple years are pretty tough, trying to get nutrients down into your soil, getting your soil soft, things like that. Things go along pretty good, but over that 7-year study, by the end of it, what they found out was the soil just, it wasn't producing as far as yields. The tilled soil did better. So something to think about, something, you know, to kind of go over. But like I say, if you're new to gardening, check out both ways, see what works best for you. There's good and bad to both. So that's the video. Hey, I'll talk to you later. See ya.